Hi guys. So, excuse the webcam video again. I just really don't feel like doing a regular video sort of thing. So you might be wondering, is this a pre-recorded video or what's going on? Because I was not supposed to be in France at that moment. I was supposed to be in Myanmar on my own, traveling solo. This is not a pre-filmed video. It's actually, me being in Paris, my flat on the 22nd of July. I came back the day before yesterday, and I just wanted to update you a little bit on both my travel and why I came back and what you can expect from me in the future month or so, because a few things have been happening to me. So before anything, we start with the positive. It was an amazing trip. I went to Malaysia with my friend and we stayed with her family. It was really nice. I ate some really good durian. Everyone was super kind and welcoming and just felt amazing. And that was a very interesting experience. And then we flew to Myanmar, which was the most exciting part of the trip for me because I had been wanting to visit the country for so long, and it really did not disappoint. I was a bit afraid and a bit worried actually before doing this trip for many reasons, including my social anxiety, but also just external factors that I do not really wish to go deep into. And yeah, I was just worried, I suppose you could say. And Myanmar just was amazing. No reason to be worried at all. It was really sunny, really hot. It was very different from France. It was quite dirty. It was quite messy. It was intense, but it was amazing. It was beautiful. It was so interesting. It made me feel so good, even though it was so different from France and so different from everything I've ever had the chance to see in my life. I just felt super, super, super comfortable there, and the people were incredibly kind. Like, that's the one thing I really want to emphasize and just stress out. The people there are amazingly kind, and because of that, even though you don't speak the language, don't speak English, there's nothing in common with friends, there was never a moment I felt like, oh, what am I gonna do? Or I felt lost, or I felt uncomfortable, or anything of that sort. I just always felt like I was taken care of and everything was running smoothly. So, yeah, it was like, I don't know, it just felt very nice, and I wish I had stayed longer. I wish I could even stay for a longer period of time. If I ever get the opportunity to maybe work for a time in Myanmar, I would really jump on the occasion because I just really clicked with the country. As we were in the plane and we landed, I could see just the airport and I just told my friend, I'm gonna love the country. I know that. And this only happened with Budapest as well. And you know how much I love Budapest. So, not a, just an amazing experience. However, when I was in Myanmar, I received two bad news, one of them being very, very bad. Um, so the first one involves someone that I have never spoken about online, someone that I've been seeing lately. Um, I don't want to go into details, but let's just say it's someone, that I really care for and that really cares for me. We don't need to put any label on that. Don't even overthink or, don't overthink it. It's not like we're in a relationship or anything. That's not it. And it's a very complex situation because of many external factors such as situation, social status, age, all different things. Anyway, um, and that person was in a bad situation that made me feel really shitty, and I just wanted to be there for them and I wanted to help them out. And so I was away and I was thinking, my God, it's such a bad timing, blah blah blah. That really honestly made me feel very low. I cannot tell you the exact situation, but just trust my words when I tell you this is something quite serious and quite difficult to handle. So yeah. And then a few days after that, my mom called me to tell me that my grandmother had a stroke, I think is what you call it in English. Basically, her brain, there was an hemorrhage in her brain, and she was in the coma for a few days. She's now not in the coma anymore, but she's not conscious yet fully. She doesn't speak, she doesn't recognize anyone, there's no way to communicate with her, and her right side is completely paralyzed. And chances are quite high that she might stay like that. She might go back into a coma, or she might even die. And obviously, as you can imagine, when my mom told me that, it's not the kind of news you want to hear. It was very unexpected, and as much as I was loving Myanmar and I was loving the country and everything, those two bad news just, it was really hard to focus on traveling, and it was just really hard to be so far away from my mom and my family and not be in France at the moment. I could not even call my mom because the Wi-Fi in Myanmar is terrible, and I made the decision to go back earlier to France. I'm in Paris right now. I'm not in the south, in my hometown, because I have a few things to deal with in Paris. But I am not feeling super well, as you can probably imagine. And when I don't want to say it's easier when someone's dead, because that's devastating, and we still have hope, obviously. But being in that situation when you don't know what's gonna happen is very devastating, and you cannot help but think of all the things you wish you had done differently, or the things you wish you had done simply. You have lots of regrets and you feel guilty, and yeah, that's just how it is. And it hurts to see my mom being so sad, because my mom has no family basically apart from her mom, my grandmother. So yeah, that's not easy at all. So there is that, and there are a few other issues, including this person that I'm seeing. Um, and just being back from Myanmar, being back in Paris, being back in France. I obviously love Paris, but this trip just was very intense in so many different ways, and I realized that maybe I wanted a more simple life, or well, I don't know. It was a lot of things to process and to take in, basically, and it just feels like my life's a mess right now, and I can't really seem to rest, and I don't really want to do videos. I don't really want to, I have filmed so many different clips and things from Myanmar and Malaysia. I just don't feel like doing that. I just don't feel like editing my pictures. I don't know what to write about. I have to start researching for my next dissertation for my second year of my master degree, and I don't really feel like doing that. It's my last year at university, and I feel like I'm not ready. The future is so blurry and uncertain, and lots of question marks are just constantly, sort of floating around me, and it's not easy. It's really not easy, and I feel lonely, and at the same time I don't really crave being around people. So yeah, that's not easy. That's not easy, and I just wanted to sort of update you guys on that, um, and tell you that could be why I might not be the most active person on social media for the next couple of weeks or so, because I feel really exhausted both physically and emotionally, and I hope you understand that. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you do. Um, so yeah, thank you for watching this video, guys, and I hope you have a lovely summer, and I will talk to you soon, I guess. Bye.